This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Young man, and right now he's got a nice, comfortable gap instead of having to mess with Austin Dillon. When I say comfortable, too truckly.
Kyle Busch, that's pretty comfortable. 81 of David Starr around in turn number 2.
Should be able to stay green.
Got plenty of room here. Green flag. Green flag. Get her gear. Let's go.
David Starr was running in the 15th spot. Turned around through 1 and 2. Now he's got to go in the right direction once again.
Just got an Aaron's lucky dog.
Here it is right here. He sees on the inside of Parker Kligerman. They make a little contact right there. And maybe the 39 of Sieg may have gotten the back of the 81.
I believe he did. You can see that smoke and those skid marks. That means possible flat spotted tires. It certainly takes some of his traction away. Just a couple laps. That's how much Austin Dillon was able to lop off that lead.
Just 10 laps of racing to go. Again, Barrett Jackson was scheduled to come on at 5:30 here on Speed, but if we're able to get this race in a little bit earlier, you'll probably get bonus coverage from Barrett Jackson, so you want to keep it right here, as Kyle Busch has been dominant at this racetrack and dominant in this race.
Looks like Kyle's in a hurry to get to Barrett Jackson too. He wants to tune in on Speed and see what's happening out in Vegas.
A year ago he led 156 laps. Next time by, right there, that was his 156th lap led again.
And that next truck in front of him is James Buescher right now. That's the 7th place truck. What a torrid pace he set.
And you know, Buescher's, again, Phil, that lead is down to 2.5 seconds. We saw it at 5 seconds when Kyle started lapping trucks. It's down to 2.5 now. Austin just clicking away the trucks and gaining every lap.
And I don't think those lap trucks are going to be as hard on a 2nd place truck of Austin Dillon because the damage is already done. Talbot, I know knows he's already a lap down. It doesn't do him any good to hold Austin up.
Another 4/10 off the lead right there, that time by. Kyle's down on the inside of James Buescher. Is going to make that pass relatively easy. That helped the cause quite a lot.
Looked like James either struggled a little bit in that corner or he allowed Kyle to go ahead and pass him.
We've seen the 51 and the 23 side by side all day, racing hard, and they are again. Kyle remembers how hard it was to get around Jason White. Jumps around him, diving into turn 3 there.
How about the run by Herman Quiroga? He's running 17th in his first ever Camping World Truck Series start. Looking for his 3rd Mexican NASCAR championship, which could be coming up at the end of this season. Kyle Busch out in front. We'll be right back. The final 5 laps from New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Camping World Truck Series. Kyle Busch has been dominant. We've completed 170 laps. Of those 170, he's been out in front 160 laps. 4 to go for Kyle Busch.
All he wants to hear right now is nothing. He wants to hear no caution flags.
2nd place, Austin Dillon, 3 seconds back. There are only 6 trucks on the lead lap. Matt Crafton would be the next one to go a lap down. He's about 10 car lengths in front, or truck lengths in front of Kyle Busch.
This is the worst whooping we've seen put on these guys in a while, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly this year for sure, maybe even several years.
Maybe even ever.
Kyle Busch, a dominant performance over the entire field. As a matter of fact, 4th place right now, Ron Hornaday, is 26 seconds behind the race leader. And Kyle's clicking off laps at 30 seconds.
Yeah, remember, this last run has been about 100 laps. Our last caution flag was around lap 70, so 100-lap run here for the trucks at Loudon.
Under 3 laps to go. This time by 2 more times around New Hampshire Motor Speedway for Kyle Busch.
Our points battle sure looks a lot the same.
Very similar.
Some of the names have changed places, but the
numbers are similar.
Are exactly the same.
Yeah, coming in, it was 6 points that separated the top 3. Well, it's 7.
Okay.
Now it separates the top 3.
Not exactly.
Very close, but just 2 separating the top 2. Austin Dillon being scored in the top spot now. This time by, white flag flies for Kyle Busch.
He knows right now that there will not be a green-white checker. All he has to do is get that thing back around here another 3/4 of a lap.
Kyle Busch, when running in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, has always been a favorite whenever entered. This time may be the most dominant performance we've ever seen by Kyle Busch behind the wheel of that Toyota Tundra. Coming out of turn number 4, Kyle Busch wins his 30th Truck Series race.
Hell yeah, brother. Did a nice job this weekend, guys.
Yeah, I think that might be an understatement.
Yeah.
Austin Dillon holds on for second.
I really think Austin was very, very close to as competitive as Kyle was. Lost a little ground on their last green flag pit stop. Closed it up at the end.
Yeah, I mean, he was right on Kyle when they pitted, dropped to 5 seconds behind him after the pit stop, and then finishes the race only 3.5 seconds behind.
This is real time running it out. That's now when Crafton has just crossed the stripe, and he's 6th.
And that's it. That's all the trucks we had on the lead lap.
6 trucks on the lead lap. Crafton was almost an entire lap behind Kyle Busch.
He beat him. But he will not be in Kentucky next week. Kyle Busch will not be in Kentucky next week.
We will be, though.
We'll be there.
I love Kentucky. I'm from there.
His 99th start. Kyle Busch in the Camping World Truck Series grabs his 30th career win. That is 2nd all time in the Camping World Truck Series.
How do you like your donut, Rick?
Done very well.
Burnt?
Yes.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.